everyone. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today we've got a matchup on tap. It's the Rams coming in at 2-5, going up against the Lions, who come in at 3-4. With that, let's get you out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
Well, Larry, there's a new stadium set to open in Inglewood in 2019, but for now, we're in the heart of the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Tonight, we start Week 9 with a prime-time matchup between the Detroit Lions and the Los Angeles Rams. One receiver left, two to the right. Now a play fake here on first down. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a second down. To throw on second down is Stafford. This is screen to Abdullah. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On first down, it's Stafford. Coleman has it here right side. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Abdullah, and nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Stafford on third down. And he can't quite corral it defensively. Maybe some space to go the other direction if he had caught it. That brings up fourth down now. On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep, the veteran Ted Ginn. And this will be taken at the 13. That time on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Brown, the lone receiver left. On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. A gain of 6 there on first. And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback.
On second down, Griffin. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets the tone for the offense.
They go play action. Griffin. And that is is incomplete. The target that time was Vincent Jackson, and it's 4th and 4.
The days of knowing your assignment, dropping to it, and calling it a day, that's over with. Because now, when you drop into a zone, especially as a defensive back, you're seeing the play in front of you. So if a man wanders into your area, guess what? Now it goes from zone to man coverage in many cases. And on this particular play, able to see the play in front of him, react to it, and knock the ball away. Gotta like what you just saw there if you like zone defense.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. Fresh set of downs here. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. His pass caught at the 4. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. And the tight end Ebron in motion. Ball on the 3, 3rd down and goal. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Duke Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are going to take a 1st quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Griffin. It's caught, Lockett. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And now the Lions' defensive starters.
DeAndre Levy is one of those linebackers who makes everyone around him better when he's on the field.
Now Griffin on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On 1st and 10. It's Griffin. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Really nice connection on the corner route. This is a play where the receiver wants to set up a defensive back by moving him inside and then breaking back to the corner.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Back to the ground game here, Gurley. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 1st down, Griffin steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now they'll throw it with Griffin. And that's going to be incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
But there's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On 2nd down, Griffin. Flushed out right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So here come the Lions now.
I'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. That time they were looking for the former Auburn Tiger, Ricardo Lewis. And it's 2nd down. Beat for any offense, but this is what they focused on in practice this week. Let's see what happens. 2nd and 10, Stafford again. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a 1st down as well. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And he's got his man on the out route. It'll go as a gain of 12, and it's good enough for a Detroit 1st down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They go play action here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Similar to a slant, it's all about timing when you're throwing a crossing route. Quarterback and receiver have to be in sync, and when they put it on them just right and catch it full speed, running through a defense can often result in a big pickup of yardage.
And now a first down following that long gain. They come out with one back and three tight ends. And the big tight end shifting around. The first down carry here for Johnson. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only one on that play.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll come out in the pistol. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Stafford giving to his fullback, Burton. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. To throw on second down is Stafford. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete. Now, they've got to be a little frustrated here to not complete that on third down after having such a long drive going.
Now, you're talking about going over 70 yards on the drive. Yeah, did you say a little frustrated?
Very frustrated.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Very frustrated. There's no doubt about it. They thought they were going to have a chance to cash in the end zone. Now it looks like it's likely a field goal attempt.
And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound Brandon no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
And it looks like this will likely be the last play.
See if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
To throw is RG3. His throw incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And now it's second down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Second and 10 now. Griffin. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. They start the drive with Abdullah. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's Stafford now on second down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No yardage.
Okay. Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Here's Ginn. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Jackson's got it over the middle. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On second down, Griffin. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 56 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old, reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
He was looking for Todd Gurley. That'll bring up second down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
On third and goal, here's Griffin. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Vincent Jackson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And it's up and good. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you cross country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report. Here's Larry Ridley. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now a play fake here on first down. Right side caught by Jackson. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now a handoff for Gurley. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now it's Griffin. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right? Your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Love the effort. Love the dramatics. Getting the feet down. How about a little step shuffle along the sideline there? Almost like a great ballet dancer or a tap dancer. All for no gain, though?
I was going to say, it's so pretty, and it gets you nothing. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Third down and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Griffin. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
And there was a good opportunity to just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On second down, here's Stafford. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. that his guys are going to take over. At their own 48-yard line. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. To throw is RG3. Going for the deep ball. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Brown, the lone receiver, left. On second down, here's Griffin. He'll buy some time right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
From the gun on third down, Griffin. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Fourth down, here's RG3. This is caught by Jackson. It's a gain of 7, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on fourth down.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Now Griffin on first and complete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Second and 10 now, Griffin. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Griffin, he's got Lockett, and he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. It's good to make it 17-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Yeah, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Throwing on third down, Stafford. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back now in possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They go play action here on first down. Ebron caught left side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On second down, Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
Brandon Coleman was the intended target, and it brings up fourth down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just...
Hello, my name is Kamal. I am from the clouds. I'm a human now, but I used to be your raindrop. Word up, I'm really good at putting words up. I make them levitate and circle with the birds. I don't need to force it, I let it as curve.